Hey guys, what is going on? Kevin Goki back with another cryptocurrency video. Today we're going to be covering XRP. Again, if this is the first time to the channel, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you like what you see. And today we're going to be covering a lot of interesting content. I have some notes beside me, so just be patient with me, but be sure to sit back and relax because this is going to be some really interesting news, speculation, and I definitely want to hear your guys' input as XRP holders and investors. But before we get into the news, again, I do think it's kind of weird how the cryptocurrency market really has flatlined lately. I mean, in my opinion. And I think it's kind of weird that we see, Cardano, we see 0x, obviously coming back down from that Coinbase listing, as well as BAT, Basic Attention Token. I just find it strange that they're kind of going up and skyrocketing. Perhaps it is due to some Coinbase speculation and hype, or it could just be some more inside trading. Again, I personally do not trust Coinbase, especially after the Bitcoin Cash ordeal last year, but just something to think about. And again, guys, before I get going, I'm going to be reading some articles for some information, and this is all speculation, 100% my opinion. I am by no means telling you what to do with your money. I'm only telling you what I'm doing, and this is not investment advice. Please always do your own research, and thanks for watching. And really quick, guys, I had my buddy just design one of these shirts for all of us future XRP millionaires, so XRPillionaire. I got some different colors going, just made it, $20 as cheap as we can get it. We got some hoodies, everything like that. If you're into it and you want some XRP apparel, the link is in the description. But let's get on with the news. So here's an article that has been around for a while now, 10 months ago. I'm sure a lot of you that have been around have seen this, and this is super, super insightful. I know a lot of people have, seen my XRP price table video. And again, I love making videos like that because it puts the market cap in a graph. It makes it a lot more tangible, and it almost, allows you to speculate and see, okay, when it's this valuable, the price will be here. And it really just helps you see everything. But again, there's a lot of miscommunication in the cryptocurrency space because people do not understand what market cap truly is. It is not it's not the money that is put into XRP or Bitcoin. It is a market. It is the exact amount that people have decided upon to buy and sell. And a great video that explains market cap quickly is Kung Fu Nerd. Just go check it out. It's literally like 1 minute long. It's just helpful. And essentially, I just want to read through this article really quick. And this, guy's pretty smart, well-versed, and he, in my opinion, gives a conservative estimate and just gives you some math. So he says right here, as I've already said, first, market cap seems to be a misunderstanding. Back then when there were only 38 billion, now there's, closer to 39, 40 billion. So if market cap was true, if everyone holding XRP right now decided we weren't going to sell an XRP for under $100, that would literally make the market cap 10 trillion US dollars. Same thing. If it was $1,000 per XRP, that's what we decided that we would only buy and sell at. It would make that market 100 trillion. And obviously he goes on that this wouldn't happen, but this is just an example and an explanation. So now my argument for this video is why XRP has to be inherently valuable for XRapid to work. And let's get into it. And so as he says here, if Ripple does succeed, in the future in taking over Swift's network and system, or even, becoming interoperable and working on the back end as other people speculate, and handles the actual market of, international cross-border transactions in large volumes, the value of XRP will have to actually be reflected in that market cap. So CPSS, Committee on Payment and Settlement Systems, participating countries, they transfer approximately $8.4 trillion a day. Obviously, this is a little more than the $5.1 trillion that Swift does. And this is where he's speculating, and he's trying to be conservative as possible. He's not necessarily saying that XRP could be several hundred or well over $1,000, which is what I personally believe, but he's just doing the basic math. So he's assuming that he would guess that the financial institutions would want to keep at least 1 day's worth of transfers in XRP in their systems. All right? And which is a safe assumption. And right now, the Swift system actually works over 3 to 5 days guaranteed to transfer. So let's just say that it's just the amount that banks transfer. And right now the problem is that banks cannot transfer $500 billion of XRP right now because there's not enough, the XRP is not valuable enough. There's not enough money in XRP. I guess I'm contradicting myself there. But the market cap of XRP is not actually and accurately reflecting that $500 billion that they need for even, a typical transfer within a few hours. Okay, because we need 8.4 trillion per day, assuming that we did, take over this market share. So he goes on to say, assuming 1 day's worth of 8.4 trillion would give one single XRP $84. Now, that $84 is low because for this example, he's using 100 billion circulating supply. And remember, there are 55 billion XRP locked up in escrow. Okay, and they can be released each month if the company chooses so. But again, Ripple's interest is to keep XRP high. So is SBI in Japan. They have a large stake in the game. They want to see XRP at a very high value. They have their reasons. And for it to be used by banks, you need XRP, the intrinsic value, to be much higher. So this $84 is assuming that there's 100 billion circulating, and we all know that's not going to be the case in the future. All right, and now he goes on to say, if there were no investors in the banks, and okay, the banks held all of it. Okay, assuming the banks held all of it. Now, that's the minimum XRP captured. The entire market and institutions held on to a day's worth. Now, what you have to do is do the math and pretend that it's really just 39 billion circulating. So I'll go on to say that. And he just goes on to say, do you think $200 to $300 in the next 5 years? Probably not. I personally say, of course, especially if we continue to do what we're doing. But now I just want to go over my notes about this. So again, guys, market cap is literally not the amount of money that was put into an asset class. It is truly a market, a place to exchange value, and it's how much people are willing to pay and sell for a given asset. So if we all decide that we're not going to buy XRP unless, we're either going to buy it for $100 or sell it for $100, that market now reflects that accurately, even if there's only 1/10 of that money truly in XRP. Okay, so my argument here now, and it's a safe assumption to assume that they want to hold at least 1 day of transfers in XRP. They might not have to hold multiple days of transfers of XRP in the system because it is so fast, especially thanks to Cobalt in the future. But I truly believe that banks, institutions, and retail investors like us are going to see the value shortly and begin holding this and not trading it. Now, this is all assuming that we are destined to take over SWIFT or become interoperable with it in the messaging systems. But now, let's say that $8.4 trillion would give one single XRP a value with a circulating supply of 39 billion. One XRP would be $215, 215, with 39 billion if we were trading 8.4 trillion. Now, again, $215, that's not bearable, guys' prediction. And I agree, that is still a low amount. And let me explain why that value will be much higher. Now let's go to Swift's example of $5.1 trillion, or $1.25 quadrillion per year being moved. If you're assuming that there's 250 business days per year with a 39 billion supply circulating, that makes the XRP value $130 per XRP. All right, so why are we still only seeing, $100, $200, $300 XRP? Well, I think that this is actually going to change in the near future. And again, my argument here is that XRP at any given time, could be bought at a much higher level even before we begin acquiring part of Swift's network. So I'm fairly confident that it's Ripple's best interest to get over $100 in the future, and it would not surprise me to see a 3 to 4 digit XRP valuation, especially taking into account Susie's prediction over at Esoteric Trading Solutions. If you saw her formula for the net present value measurements of profit, remember, XRP is consistently growing year after year thanks to that profit. There's so many other things to consider in this valuation. It's not just XRapid's use case. Remember, during every single transaction, which is going to be happening forever, XRP is slowly burning coins. There are no longer 100 billion supply available. It's less and it'll slowly be going down. Another thing to consider is the value of the US dollar and other fiat. US dollar is going down year after year. Okay, and if you look at Susie's formula, with her formula, she has XRP valued at $892 in over 3 years, if assuming that all of her metrics and calculations are correct. Now, even if it takes 10 years and we're looking at almost a $900 to $1,000 XRP, I'll be ecstatic. Now, that's a great return on my investment. Do I think it's possible? Yes. Am I expecting even more from XRP, Ripple the company, in the future, especially with speculation and true utility? Yes. I believe that exchanges are going to be starting to hold XRP. I truly think that these very sophisticated markets, like XRP, that is untouched in a completely uncontested market. I mean, this is solving a true problem. This is not Swift's GPI. This is truly helping settlements quickly with technology we've never seen with the Interledger protocol. Now, this is not even taking into consideration Coil for web monetization. We're not considering Codius for smart contracts, Xspring. There are so many other use cases that have been being developed by Ripple amongst other companies every single day, especially with even more speculation with the Trump administration communicating with Ripple the company and having more of a reason to fully support XRP. There's a bunch of conspiracies out there with one world currencies, and guys, there is just massive hype around this. Again, I'm not telling you that it's going to be $1,000 to $2,000 per XRP. That is just what I could see personally, and I'm sorry if you don't believe that, but you know what? Even with Amazon stock, which I think XRP and Ripple the company are levels beyond Amazon, let's just see really quick. I pulled this up. When Amazon first went public in 97, its stock was priced at $18. Now, does anyone know what Amazon stock is valued at now? And keep in mind that the cryptocurrency space has a lot more potential and grows a lot faster than a typical business, even though Amazon did scale very quickly. So 20 years from now, on 97, Amazon stock today is $1,800. It's actually touched $2,000 in August. So that is right there a 100x gain. Do I think that's significant? Yes. Do I think XRP is going to blow past 100x? Yes. I mean, we honestly don't have we have no idea. There's no point of me speculating, but I want to drive conversation down in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts, your reasons, because I've been learning from a lot of you guys that are a lot smarter than me, and I'm really just doing as much research, finding a lot of support, but I also do appreciate the person that plays devil's advocate and gives me the reasons why Ripple the company and XRP will not be adopted. That's certainly valuable because I personally invest in XRP, and I need to know the good and the bad. So I'm very, very curious what you guys have to say. I've been looking at XRP Ripple for over a year now, well over a year, and I keep finding good things, and I'm having trouble finding any true FUD. And again, there's other markets that can be, that's going to, take advantage of this. There's the foreign exchange market. It could be used for derivatives, which will skyrocket it. The actual market cap of derivatives is insane. All right, and again, there's going to be other investors, institutions are going to begin holding this because of the speculation and utility, because it has to grow in value, because of its intrinsic value. And XRapid is actually launched, and there's over 120 Ripple customers, and there's more and more partnerships each and every day, and especially trying to get them on Xcurrent, which will eventually move them to XRapid. Guys, there could be even newer products and software products by Ripple the company. It's just crazy. The possibilities are endless. Okay? Now, another thing I want to see, let's see, 5.1 trillion divided by 39 billion, 130 per XRP. Now, I want to go to this, the 589 bearable guy prediction. 24 trillion divided by, I just kept doing the math of 589. So this is assuming that there are 40.7 billion XRP circulating. And today, while writing this, there are almost 40 billion circulating. And again, the company can release $1 billion per month. So does that mean that the company might release more, and maybe Bearable Guy's prediction could be right end of year and it really could just skyrocket? Not necessarily that a bunch of money will pour into XRP, but that the company to use XRapid's product effectively actually needs to manually intervene and raise the price, that would be a dream come true for all of us retail investors. However, of course, I'm going to sell a portion at $500, but I'm here for the long term. I'm here to buckle up, store my XRP somewhere securely, and truly wait. Because if you bought Amazon stock and truly held it, and maybe took out a portion of it, maybe a third or an eighth of it every 5 years, you would truly be making gains. So guys, hopefully this video was helpful. I personally see XRP going very, very far, but there's no telling where and how, and the potential is limitless. So again, guys, I hope you liked that video. And again, I do want to just point out, guys, if you truly believe in XRP, you want to be an XRP millionaire, you think it's going to happen sooner than later, go ahead, check out one of these shirts. I mean, obviously, any money here would help support the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Or you could just kind of design your own. Either way, guys, we're all a part of the same community. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got some valuable insight, and be sure to check out this article, Why XRP Has to Be Valuable. And just be sure to consider the market cap discussion that we've had, because there's a lot of misconceptions in the cryptocurrency space. And not to bash on any other digital assets and cryptocurrencies, but XRP personally is the most well-established. It's been around for years, and it has the backing I want to see to comfortably put a lot of money into it. And with that, guys, I truly appreciate it. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.